is the root path of the great rituals. It is insurpassable things in order to be enlightenment. Without this Mahayanas, the attitude of the impartial compassions, and there is almost 100% difficult to be enlightenment, and therefore it is very important to generate bodhicitta, and also it is not only the root of the Mahayanas path, and if someone wants to use great happy positions, it's necessary to have the attitude of the compassion or the impartial bodhicitta. And according to that, then we can study, when we study or when we reflecting, when we are meditating, whatever we do the Dharma activities with compassion and with this altruistic mind of the enlightenment, then all the Dharma activities are become the real authentic Dharma, and also this Dharma bring us to the level of the Buddhahood. And without connecting the impartial compassion or the altruistic mind or kind mind or the loving kindness mind, whatever we study in the suttas and tantas, it's difficult to say bring us to the level of the Buddhahood. And that therefore is many there's a reason, logical and direct valid cognition or indirect valid cognitions. Many there's kind of perspective. It is very, very important. And also it's we generally in our life, there are two things is quite very important. It's related to our body, speech, mind. And in the we have materials or the worldly activities and the spiritualities activities. These two activities are like a daily task and daily our kind of project and daily our responsibilities. And also through these two activities we can receive our happiness. And therefore we doing these two jobs or two tasks. And every day and night we want to develop to these two activities. And the material development or the worldly development, of course, it is necessary, specifically a kind of connect to the material and scientific activities. Of course, it can to help our physically and verbally, and also it's good things also to happen, and also very much tangible, touchable, and we can to develop. But sometimes it hasn't got any path, fruition, and also it's a kind of the material, kind of mentally to help from these activities quite very difficult. I mean, it's if we want to make the positive development of our attitude, our conduct, and through the material development or through this scientific way to develop the things or the materials, it's difficult to develop the attitude. Me become doctor also is I mean, it's like how we can to say. I mean, business perspective, or you need to make up, or you need to wearing the uniform or very special costumes, and like eat like this, talk like this. Okay, but that is a kind of reality is how you can to cheat to others. You make like kind of official way, and in order to bring under the others, under you others, and also in order to make the successful business, and like this kind of, and then is related to that. It's difficult to develop our positive body, positive verb, positive mind, and therefore then it's like we have spirituality activities. Any kind of spiritualities is all the time related to the mind. I mean, there are millions, it's like hundreds, there are spiritual systems, spirituality system, but all of them is good or not good. We don't know. We need to investigate. We need to analyze. Very, very important before we enter into this path. Otherwise, all the spiritualities is made by the human beings. Maybe someone is like very much mysterious. We don't know. It's like a kind of some no educated people just to follow and whatever they say, and kind of put the stupid faith, stupid devotions. And then it's like whatever someone say, maybe we say, oh yes, I believe, because they say so. And then is of course through this a little bit kind of support to our attitude and conduct. I mean, it's like each individual spiritualities is talking about compassion, it's talking about enlightenment, it's talking about virtues, it's talking about non-virtues. Of course, they should. And each like spiritual systems also they're talking about the compassions, you know. And it doesn't matter any kind of when we enter into the spiritualities, they talking about compassion, wisdom, enlightenment. Like this, but as we need to analyze, that is our responsibilities. And but anyway, these spiritualities came to help to us for our attitude and conduct in order to positive development. Of course, it's like each like a religious perspective or the spiritualities, and to say is like this kind of, that kind of moral discipline, and you should do like this, you shouldn't do like this, but they are a little bit kind of religious discipline, and there are like a kind of, without any the spirituality's discipline, we are a little bit very much wild animals. It is very much difficult to know each other, very difficult to understand each other's situation, suffering, all the like this. And for example, we can to look in the ancient times, in the scientific perspective, at the beginning it's a human beings. It's like, okay, it doesn't matter, looks like a monkey, but no civilizations, they are like wild animals. They kill each other, they almost eating each other. When they destroy each other, they just like a kind of wild group of the cats or the monkeys. And then it's slowly, small, of course, human beings has human capacity, and luckily, and then more study, more like kind of coming more slowly, spiritualities came, and then we more educated. Now it's like these days, it's like really through something educations, we are like a kind of not really same as the wild animals, It is like special social animals. We understand each other. We can to learn. We can to many things. And then beside also that, we can to develop our attitude. We can to develop our conduct. and then it's like become the authentic sentient beings, marvelous, like really precious, the sentient beings. It is like enlightened sentient beings. I mean, it's like sometimes we can sentient beings, sometimes we call them transmigrations. And anyway, it's like we are also included in the mind societies, like not like kind of material societies. And in this among of the mind society, it's like whoever has the minds, then it's like according to our bodies, our mind is really marvelous, extraordinary. And through these situations, we come to develop our attitude and conduct. Then I think this is like, for me, is believed very, very much. And also there is a kind of idiom said, good or bad person entirely depends on your way of the thinking. Maybe it's like way of the thinking is wrong. Anyway, we are bad persons. Way of the thinking is very good, precise and decisive, and there is a great distinctions through the discriminating wisdoms, what is right and what is wrong. Then all the time this person is successful and respectful and trustworthy, and also it's like we all the time say, oh, good persons. Then therefore good person and bad persons entirely are way of the thinkings. And it's like mentally, and what we have thoughts, what is based on our mind, absolutely the same. This movement, way of the thinkings. Someone is like maybe beginning, they say it's like evil, drug addict, maybe it's like kind of sin, criminal, but certainly you changed, or it is not very good, I don't want to continue like this. I want to do something. You change your way, you change your path, and then you become an enlightened man. That is like kind of Buddha's discovered to kindly, I think it's superior, extraordinarily. We have these great qualities of the Buddha nature, and then it's like someone's not necessary to be the desperate. You know, some quoting the educations to say, oh, you are the sin, you are the evil, you are never ever to be in the superiors, forever fixated you are in the like the in profile, is low caste, then we haven't the hope. You know, oh yes, I am all the time is evil. There is like kind of fixated. That is the Buddha he discovered in the true nature of the mind perspective. There's nothing evil is existence. It is the truth. We can to overuse. Sometimes fishermen, sometimes like hunters, sometimes like robber killers. When they change, they conduct and attitudes, and then slowly they become enlightened. They become the great masters. That is the proof of the development of our attitude and conduct. I think therefore it's like taking the individual responsibilities and follow up some spiritualities. For example, at the moment we follow the great spiritualities of the Buddha's path. I'm not like say it's like flattery to say so Buddha's path is good, but I'm not saying, but to be the honest, to be the really is like impartially to analyze and to check out the Buddha's teachings. Very much true, very much logical, very much direct. Maybe in the 84,000 they say this one word is difficult to find. It is like kind of not true, and therefore it's like he's talking about our conduct. He's talking about our like attitude. He's talking about our body, speech, the mind, and he's talking about how we can develop, how we can improve ourselves, and also telling the truth. He realized that the reality, the function or the like inevitable of the causalities, and he's saying that if we do like this and that to create the cause, and then this and that kind of inevitably to affect the consequences occurring, then this is like unmistaken. For example, if I can to say is that if you go to in Paris, you will arrive in Brussels. Maybe this may be wrong. Or if you are going to England, but don't worry, finally you can go to direction of the England, but then you will arrive Tibetan. It's a mistake path, wrong shore. But it's direct. Sometimes we are not very much happy, but direct is direct. And he says like your responsibility is yourself. I give you methods. You should to take responsibility, because I cannot take your suffering by my hand. I cannot wash your obscuration of the mind by the water. It's very much true. All the spiritualities, don't worry, you put to me faith, devotion, just to become good service, I will bring you into the pure land. I will purify yours like this. We have such doubt. For example, there's one Buddhist master. He went in India near the Ganga river, And these Hindu systems, if you wash your body into the Ganga river, and then it's like you can wash your obscuration and negative deeds. And then it's like one is the Buddhist master went to there and he put water outside. And then the one Hindu sadhu master said, what are you doing? I want to wash my clothes. How? Because my clothes in home is very dirty, I want to wash. It's very stupid how you can wash your clothes at home, and you be near the Ganga and you put water, then how you can wash it? And then he replied to say, your dirty negative deeds in your mind, but you also had to put water, it can't wash. Kind of this is a logical argumentation, it's like this. But anyway, it's like quite reasonable Buddha, he said, in this world, when we look at the situations. For example, how many Buddhas enlightened? How many in this world according to gods, according to different spiritualities? How many deities? How many different gods? And surely if they have power, and they need to quickly liberate it to ours. If they have power, they have like strength. Immediately, and it's like if they don't make liberate, if they have a power, if they don't do it, that means they haven't got any compassions. There's logically. If you say it's like they cannot do, we are still there are suffering sentient beings, then this is a liar. They haven't got any power strengths. And then his message is absolutely truthful. I give you methods, what I did. You should use the methods, then you become the great driver for yourself. You become the authentic, same as me. And how to say it, the great master, your mind appearance is yourself becomes it. Therefore, he says, your protector is yourself, and your liberator is yourself. This is the truth. And also in what current we are studying, the 37 practice of the Bodhisattva, it's talking about our responsibilities, and not to say is to change others' conduct, others' attitude, others' mistake. It's never ever say. We should to change our conduct, we should to change our attitude, then we will become the authentic sentient beings, say like this. Therefore it is like when we follow the dharmas, often and often, again and again, to look at ourselves, body, speech, mind, through the great tool of the mindfulness. And there are another also is like a watcher of the vigilant introspections. These true are the marvelous thoughts, true are the marvelous truths. It came to guide into ours in order to make the focus. And like this, in order to develop our conduct and attitude with this bodhicitta, then we are going to study this 37 practice of the Bodhisattva. Now I'm going to next verse.